Puff puff is by far the easiest snack I prepare. What's yours? Let's know down in the comments. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to share a new puff puff recipe. I tried out this puff puff using two different flavors and I do hope you enjoy watching. My name is Oge and you're welcome to my kitchen. Let's get started. The first thing I always do whenever I'm about to make puff puff is to proof my yeast because I have to be sure that the yeast is viable. And to proof my yeast, I've just gone in with a cup of warm milk. I've added half a tablespoon of yeast. I'm using instant yeast, but I love to proof before using. And then I've also added 1 tablespoon of sugar. The sugar will help to activate the yeast. I'll stir this properly before using my cling film to wrap it up, and then I'll set it aside and allow it to rest for about 5 minutes. During the 5 minutes, if the yeast is active, it's going to proof properly. While waiting for the yeast to proof, I'll move on to prepare the rest of my ingredients. I'll be using all-purpose flour for today's recipe, and this is what I always use. I'll use about 3 cups and I've already sifted the flour properly off camera. I recommend you sift your flour to avoid getting unwanted particles into your puff puff. After adding the flour into my mixing bowl, I'll go in with half a cup of powdered milk. This is full cream milk. Use any milk of your choice. I'll also go in with half a cup of white sugar, and then I'll go in with my flavor. I'm using nutmeg. I love using this a lot because I love the flavor, and I'll use my grater to grate this directly into the flour mixture. I'll use about 1 teaspoon, and because I do this always, I can correctly guess the measurements. The next flavor to go in is my cinnamon. This is the first time I'm combining both nutmeg and cinnamon, and it was a hit. I also added a pinch of salt. I'll use my spatula to mix until the dry ingredients are well combined. Here is a big shout out to all my amazing and returning subscribers. You guys are the absolute best. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. Thank you for the likes, the shares. I see all your show of love and I'm truly, truly grateful. Thank you guys so much. After about 5 minutes, this is what my yeast is looking like. It didn't prove as much as I would have loved it to, but I'm going to use it this way because I already promised the family puff puff and I cannot disappoint them. So I'm going to add the yeast into my flour mixture before going in with the rest of my liquid ingredients. If you're stopping by for the first time today, hello, a warm welcome to you. My name is Oge and you're at the right place. Kindly consider subscribing to be a part of us and also turn on the notification bell so you're among the first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. You're definitely going to love it here. I can promise you that. So hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and you're welcome on board. I'll mix this until I achieve a smooth batter, and I'll be going in with my liquid a little at a time. I've just gone in with half a cup of liquid milk and I'll mix that in until it combines properly before going in with more water. I've noticed that I achieve a smooth batter very fast if I work with my hands. Let me know down in the comments. Do you prefer mixing your batter using a spatula or you prefer mixing with your hands? Share with us down in the comments. Do you see how smooth this batter is looking? This is what you should aim at whenever you're mixing your puff puff batter. Try to get something in between, not too runny and not too thick. This consistency is just perfect. It's going to help you mold very easily. At this point, I'm going to wrap it up with my cling film and set it aside. I'll let it rest for about 45 minutes, and during the 45 minutes, the batter is expected to double in size. So it's always recommended that you mix your puff puff batter with a bowl that will be able to contain it once it doubles. So 45 minutes later, this is what I have. That's doubled, not as much as I would have loved it to because my yeast didn't prove very well, but this is not so bad. I'm going to take out the cling film Using my spatula, I'm going to remove air bubbles by mixing it properly. If you've watched up to this point, thank you so much for staying with me. It shows you're enjoying the recipe and I'm truly grateful. Please do well to give the video a thumbs up if you haven't done that already. And also follow me on other social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And the handle to search for is oge_anyoko on Facebook and on Instagram, and Oge Anyoko on TikTok. I post lots of interesting videos that are a minute long or less, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy watching the recipes on there. So please do well to follow me, like my videos, share, and leave me your beautiful comments in the comments section. It's time to fry the puff puff, and I'll add enough vegetable oil into my pot, because if you really want to enjoy puff puff, then you have to deep fry it. I've said this a lot here on the channel, but it's just the facts. After adding the oil, I'll let it heat up before molding and dropping my puff puff batter into the hot oil. And once I've started dropping the puff puff batter, I'll regulate the heat to medium heat, because I don't want the heat to be too high or too low. If it's too low, the puff puff is going to soak up oil. And if it's too high, the puff puff is going to brown easily. The outer part will become overly brown while the inner part will remain undercooked. So it has to be on a medium heat. To ensure the puff puff fries evenly on all sides, I'll be moving it around continuously, and I'll fry this until the color changes to golden brown, a beautiful golden brown color. The first batch of puff puff is ready. I'll scoop this out from the hot oil and introduce my second batch. We've come to the end of this video, and I hope you enjoyed watching. You can see how nice and soft this puff puff looks. Let me show you guys what it looks like inside. Please do well to like the video, share it out, leave me your comments in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Thank you for stopping by, and I would love to see you all in my next one. Bye.